Hi everyone, this is Monica Lou and I am retired in Pennsylvania. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. I am downtown Corey. I am using the Wi-Fi to update my phone and my laptop and my Kindle. I have a metered connection where I live. And even though I have an unlimited plan, you really don't get unlimited. After a certain amount of gigabytes, it slows down. So I try not to do updates because sometimes they take a long time unless I'm on a Wi-Fi connection. So that's what I'm doing this morning. And Buddy's here. Buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Whoop. He's camera shy. I can never get him to take a good picture. Uh-oh. He sees somebody walking. So we already took our walk while the phone was updating, and now I'm working on the laptop. Okay, we have finished our updating, and we are going to head back to the house and finish our decluttering. My husband decided to clean out his hobby room, and most of that meant taking all the extra stuff that he didn't want and giving it to me and putting it in my office. So now here is my office. I am going to work on this today, and I will give you an update here shortly. So this is a decluttering video. Okay, during my decluttering, remember I told you that my husband moved a lot of stuff into my office. That's how he declutters. But while I was looking through all that stuff, I found an old cookbook he was throwing away. Now this cookbook probably belonged to his ex-wife. It was copyrighted in 1970, so I don't think it was his mother's. He doesn't remember, but nonetheless, it's pretty well used, and I was looking through it. I like looking through old cookbooks. Oftentimes, there are little tips that you can use around the kitchen. Oftentimes, too, there are recipes that you would never, or I would never use, because I don't use butter, sugar, flour, gluten. I'm gluten-free. So a lot of recipes, old recipes, use those ingredients. However, I did find a section here about low-calorie diets / recipes. And I was looking through there, and there was one that was called Fluted Cucumber Rounds. Let's see, this was the Complete Family Cookbook, Good Housekeeping, Guarantees, Curtain Publications, Inc. So anyhow, Fluted Cucumber Rounds, 12 calories. And it says, draw the sharp tines of a fork downwards over the entire length of each cucumber, then cut into thin slices and chill before serving. Well, I am interested in that because years ago, like 20 years ago, remember when VCRs were popular and these kind of tapes? I had checked a tape out of the library about how to garnish, and it was making all these little fancy things that you put on your table. And one of the items was a cucumber, but they had a special tool that they would use to make this fluted cucumber. And I could never really find one in the store. Now that I've seen this recipe using the fork, I'm going to try it. This was a little more difficult than I thought it would be. But here's my finished product that I made. These cucumbers have these little decorative edges now, which they're pretty cute. I like seeing that. That's pretty good. You take your cucumber and then you take your fork and drag it down the sides of the cucumber. I would imagine if the tines were really sharp, it'd be much easier. And I can also see that's why a tool was developed, because that tool you could sharpen. But once you do this and then slice them, gives you that nice decorated edge. When you lay them on the plate, gives it a nice appearance. If there was a tool available that I could buy locally, I'd probably buy one because it'd be much easier than doing this. But since I don't have a tool, this works out fine for me. Of course, now I take my cucumbers and I put vinegar and oil and salt and pepper on them before I serve them. Okay, I'd like to take a minute to remind you to be good to yourself and take care of yourself. I have a friend whose mother used to always say, be good to yourself. And sometimes I say that instead of my take care of yourself. Remember to eat right, get a little exercise, find a hobby, and socialize at a distance. And until next time, this is Monica Lou, and I am retired in Pennsylvania.